All right. It looks like we are getting ready to go. I am live now. Thank you so much for those of you who are joining Royal We live chat. Happy Monday night to you. Hopefully, some people will be jumping on here pretty soon. I'm going to wait just a few minutes here. This is Kevin, and you are watching Royal We live chat. Now, a lot of people have been asking, hey, B said free, what's going on? People have been asking what's the best way to be able to contribute. So I'm going to go ahead and post a link to the new Royal We PayPal.me, which is a place. It's like its own little site you can go on and you can donate. You can do whatever. It's pretty cool. I was able to put a picture and all that kind of stuff on. One of the other things you're going to notice, and I would love to see somebody here try it tonight. Yes, D just said it. Woo! So there is a super chat, right? So this is brand new to the Royal We. Never, ever in the history of Royal We anything have we done a super chat. So I don't know how it's going to work. D says, I didn't see a reminder for the show tonight, so couldn't invite anybody to this live chat. Yeah, D, my goodness, there's still so much for me to work on to get this going, you know. Between Royal We Live Chat, Royal We Fellowship, and the organic Royal We channel, I could definitely, I'm falling behind. It's an awful lot, guys. Not only that, but however, I'm also working, it's buffering. Is it buffering bad? Shouldn't be. It shouldn't be buffering. Doggone it. Hopefully it's going to work itself out. Doggone it. We are running into a little bit of a weather issue out here. It says the stream's current bit rate is lower. I have no idea what this means. No idea. It says stream is healthy. Oh, well. I'm going to let it go. Hopefully it'll keep going. Not buffering. Okay. Slow-mo, huh? Whether or not the buff is going to continue. Doggone it, man. So wild. Yeah, the speed of the internet here really does, it gets weird depending on what the weather is. And right now we are getting hit with, we're getting hit with a thunderstorm tonight. Tomorrow it's going to be raining, and winter's here. It was about 40 degrees here in the Midwest, St. Louis today. You felt it. It's like summer and fall is over. You step outside and it's like, boom, hello. Get ready for your bones to start to chill as you stand outside. That happened, literally it happened overnight here. Now then, back to what I was talking about. We do have Super Chat, and now I have never used Super Chat. I know a lot of people do, but I thought it would be a great way for you all to be able to contribute. Anybody who wants to be able to contribute can use Super Chat. Also, there is the PayPal, a brand new PayPal.me. So I'm going to be using, I think I put the PayPal.me in there, but I'm going to put it. No, that's not it. That's the stream key. I'm not giving you all the stream key. Doggone it. Someone gets the stream key. Let me see if I can get. I'm gonna put this PayPal link up here once again, and then I'm gonna share some other exciting news that's going on. I am bringing back something I was working on all weekend. So there's the new PayPal. Check out the PayPal.me link, and you guys can toss that around as well. Now, I was not able to upload videos this past weekend, and I desperately have missed getting. I got to get videos up. I have so many ideas for videos coming up. What I've been working with on this weekend, though, is getting up some shirts and stuff, some merchandise. I remember I had some Royal We merchandise back in the day, and I took it away. And I started this week with a brand new shop. So you can expect either this next week or the week after for a shop to open. What's interesting about this shop and the apparel, there's apparel, we have shirts and things like that. Did it stop? Hello. I have no idea. This is so weird. Looks like everything just stopped. Hey, Tanya. Tanya just put in $5. That's awesome. Okay, you can see me. Okay, for some reason my screen just stopped. How weird. Okay. Anyways, so apparel is going to be up and coming this next week or the week after. It's going to be Royal We apparel, and we're going to have shirts, but it's not just going to be Royal We logo on a shirt. It's going to be all kinds of different sayings and just empowering. It's all about empowerment coming out of narcissistic abuse and toxic relationships. So you can find a lot of shirts, both men and women, that are just empowering. A lot of empowering quotes. We're working on that, working hard on that. So I've been working on that this weekend. And anyways, that's what I was working on this weekend. And I wasn't able to get videos uploaded as a result. So I'm behind on the videos. I'm going to be uploading them this week. I'm going to do my best to get a video up tonight. And after this live stream and throughout the rest of the week, get back to the nightly videos. And this next weekend, hopefully get one back up there on the vlog style video as well. Being that it's a small operation here, just to, hello right here. It's hard to get everything going. So what's everybody? Yeah, it's cool, Laura. Thank you so much. I'm anxious for you to see it. Like I said, it's a lot of empowering designs. So you'll just have to see it. Very simple. We're going to be on Etsy. In addition to Etsy, there's also going to be Shopify. And I'm pretty excited about that. So I'll be announcing it definitely next live stream, next Monday night. Probably have the links up here and everything like that. And you can check that out. And I may even be sporting my own shirts by that time. Hopefully, we'll see. Let's get into what's going on with you. Video stopped. I don't know what's going on with the stream health, to be honest with you. But I want to hear from you all. How's everybody doing? Let's get started with some questions, comments. Only 8 viewers right now. Where'd everybody go? I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. It's looks like it's just a really rough stream tonight. I can see for me it keeps on it's idling for sure. All right, here we go. Stress. My biological aunt passed away. Funeral is on Saturday. So weird. Yeah, man. BooTube. I'm not even going to look at what BooTube is doing because it's really tripped me out. It says I have 5 viewers. I see more than 5 viewers in the chat. I have no idea what's going on. It tells me that the connection is excellent. However, it's not giving me any playback. So weird. So I'm just going to go ahead and talk, and I'm going to trust that you all are seeing stuff. So can you talk about, let's go with Diane. D, I apologize for this. My heart goes out to you for your biological aunt passing away. Your funeral is this Saturday. Let's keep D in prayer over the funeral. That is a very stressful situation. At least you're able to have a funeral to go to. I'm not sure, because of all the pandemic stuff and people not being able to do stuff, it seems like funerals wouldn't be a thing you can do. But if you can do that, that's great. So we'll definitely keep you in prayer, D. Now, Diane asks, can you talk about how long it takes for the sadness to go away? Yes, I can. And as a matter of fact, the video I want to upload tonight has something to do with the feeling that you're stuck and unable to move from the sadness. So it's different for everybody, first of all. What I oftentimes tell people is to expect that it's going to take a long time and to be okay with that. Be okay with the process of healing. It's not a race. Your body's going to process it the way that it needs to. But one definite hang up, especially when it comes to the sadness, is an inability to look straight ahead and to look forward and to keep going forward. If you are looking back mentally, emotionally, or physically, looking at social media, looking at pictures, looking at whatever, this is going to be a huge hang up. It's going to be like you're frozen in sadness. You become a statue, if you will, of sadness. And that's because your body can't physically move past where your mind is going. And so if your mind is stuck in a place of sadness and not able to move on, then your body's going to follow and you're going to feel sad. And so one of the things that I recommend, Diane, is to definitely check what you're looking at. Try not to look back uh, try to be forward thinking. Even if it's uncertain, try to be forward thinking. All right. That's definitely a big deal. Let's see. Oh, by the way, the telephone line is open as well. And so I'm going to go ahead and put up the telephone number in case anybody does not have that. And you can go ahead and call in. And we can chat about whatever's going on in your world. You go ahead and get the number up. I always have to look this number up. And the reason is because I never call myself. So I don't have this number memorized. Okay, there's the... Doggone it. It didn't type out. Here we go. There we go. So there's a telephone number. It's up. D, I beat you to it by like one line. I beat you to it. I put it up and then D put it up. Mark says, I've been focusing on the present moment to not think of the narcissist. That's a big deal. One foot in front of the other. Think of the present moment. It is very difficult to sometimes not look back. Okay, there's a lot tied up back there. A lot tied up. And but if you look back at it, you're tied up yourself. So not only are you looking back at what could have been, you're looking back at what was, you're looking back at your own torment, you're looking back at being a prisoner again. It's very difficult. So looking back is a huge thing, and we need to really try to gain an understanding of what looking back is. You know, right away we can take notice of the physical ways in which we look back. So if we're looking at social media, we can stop doing that. If we that's something physical that we can stop looking at. We can stop looking at their pictures. We can stop looking at their email, all that stuff. Well, let me take a phone call here from Buffalo, New York. You're live on the Royal We.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. My name's Christine. I want you to know I really, really appreciate all the videos and all the YouTube stuff that you do.
Thank you.
I never really comment at all, and it means a lot. Like, I look for you for my support.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
I've learned that I've been in a 15-year long-term relationship with a guy who is a total narcissist, and you pinpoint everything there is, that's him. But like, I have a question.
Okay.
I hate the fact that, and I'm a really happy person. He's a lawyer. He's criminal defense, so that's like, ugh. I wish I would have known at first. But anyways,
right.
But he's always tries to down me, which, you know, all the normal stuff. But like, what gives them so much? I know that they feed off of us, but what gives them so much pleasure? Like, does it really make them feel so good to like down, like the person that's supposed to be on his team?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
right.
What?
Yeah.
Why? I don't understand.
Yeah. No, I get it. And the thing is that what we have to remember, you look at the world and you look at relationships through your lens, if you will. And so, and I've got to start off by saying this. I know it's not exactly what you want to hear, but follow me on this. One of the things we got to stop doing, first of all, is you have to stop putting your mind in the narcissist. So when you're saying, so automatically right off the bat, you're saying, I don't get it because I'm of a team mentality. We're partners, right? We're helpmates. This is what the ancient literature says. This is what the Bible says, right? The two become one flesh. We're supposed to be each other's teammates. We're supposed to be each other's helpmates, right? And this is your mindset of relationships. And so when we come across a person in our lives who doesn't have that mindset, it causes our mind to just go into cognitive dissonance because we tend to think that everybody kind of thinks that way, but they don't, right? So it's kind of like asking a thief why they break in and steal. What do they get out of taking something that doesn't belong to them? And I could tell you, because I was involved in Celebrate Recovery for many years. Celebrate Recovery, for those of you who don't know, is a kind of a Christian-based recovery program. And instead of just being for alcohol, they have all kinds of issues. I counseled and worked with a young kid who was addicted to stealing. He would break in homes when people weren't there and steal stuff. And the way he described it, I didn't understand it, but it's the same type of rush as some people get with doing drugs. It's the same type of
Yeah.
rush that some people have in sexual addiction. It's a habit forming behavior
Yeah.
that provides an adrenaline, and there is no way that you or I can fathom their mind because
Just like Bonnie and Clyde. That's
ex-
what he used to do.
right. And so
He only would go out there just to steal for no
yeah,
reason.
right. And so when we ask these questions like why would they hurt somebody who's supposed to be on their own team? The first thing we have to do is stop trying to put our mind and way of thinking in them. And then once you do that, you can start to look at them for being a narcissist and in the same light as a thief or a murderer or whatever. And we can ask,
Total thief.
yeah, we can ask all day long what makes them tick. How can one day they love and then the next day they hate? This is how their mind operates. A murderer,
Right.
someone who murders, isn't murdering every moment of the day, right? In fact,
Right.
most people don't even know that they probably did something horrible the night before. This is the same with
Right.
narcissists. So it's just they're
That they're on a cycle.
that's right. It's on a cycle. And so to answer your question, and I think you can kind of start to get it, is that there's really no way without having a narcissist mind. There's no way to understand. So what we need to do is stop trying to figure that out because you'll never be
Right.
able to understand why a thief steals, why a murderer murders, why a narcissist, if you know what I mean. Instead,
Well, I guess.
we need to start
Go
looking
ahead.
at the red flags and then
Sure.
start to say, whoa, okay, I want nothing to do with this because this is going to end real bad.
Right. Well, that's where I'm at in this 15-year relationship. I'm at the end. We are at the end. The only thing that has prevented me from going further is, well, a couple things like, what the narcissist does. So for him, he made it so that I only worked very part time, like 15 hours a week. So
Okay.
now so I'm stuck right there. And then I take care of his mom who has Alzheimer's, but he tells me it's my job. It's part of the deal, which I do it because I want to. I do it wholeheartedly. And then he does the thing which is normal by kicking me out and telling me you got to leave. And I've lived here for 15 years. So there's like, I think in where I live in New York, there's 7 places in my county that are available. But because nobody's getting kicked out of their homes or moving because of the pandemic.
Right.
And so like most of the time, and my friends don't want to hear it no more. My kids
Yes.
or my grown kids don't want to hear it.
Right.
They get mad at me,
Right.
and they don't understand everything what happens. Like wait till he's yelling in your face, and you can feel his hot air on your face. You know what I mean?
Right.
He would never hurt me physically. It's just all mentally, which is
Sure.
worse.
It is
feel.
worse. It is
It's
worse.
I don't see the marks, but if you get hit, you see the marks. But
No.
I've
Yeah.
never been in a relationship. But do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's funny because I counsel people at my friend's church, and she's a pastor. And here, I'm in a relationship, and I don't feel like I should be that person helping people, but that's what I do. I like
Yes.
to help people,
And you
and
should.
um,
You can. Listen.
but
Let me
there's
let me let me
and I can sit in my car.
hang on one second. I want to just clear something up. You do not have to be um, free of experiencing pain and suffering in order to help people. As a matter of fact, some of the best helping that you can offer people will be through your pain and suffering. Do you understand that? I think we have
Right.
this idea that we can only be helped by people who are so above any pain and suffering. Listen, I am not completely healed from the toxicity of this world. I'm not. I have so many hangups as a result of it, but I'm channeling that pain and those hangups through what I'm doing. In a way, it's
I love that. I
it's
really
driving.
appreciate it.
Yeah, it's driving this
But is it hard? Is it hard for you though to get over your past your long-term
every day.
relationship?
Every day.
Yeah.
Every
because
day.
you talk about it all the time too.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's gonna be hard for you.
Yes.
Because
Mhm.
like none of like my friends that don't know, only a few people know what happens at the house. Like everybody just thinks I'm just the most silliest, happy-go-lucky person. I'm
Right.
really good at hiding that. But really deep down inside, you know what it feels. Everybody who's on this site tonight knows what it feels like to
Right.
be under the rule of a narcissist. It really sucks.
Yeah. No, it does.
It's so hurtful. It's very hurtful.
Yes, it is.
Um, I just really hate it. But I'm at the end, and I'm finally the last year and a half, 2 years. I've really listened to you, and I've never commented. I've never nothing. I always listen, and I'm at the end, and I want to thank you. I just need to get past the hump of being able to like I'm right now. I'm sitting in a parking lot at my storage unit
Mm.
that he doesn't know that I have.
Mhm.
And if he knew, he would freak out. But the thing is, I'm at the end, and I pray, and I just hope that it happens. It's going to happen. I know it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But I want to thank you.
Well,
I
thank you.
just really want you to know that. It's still hard and it still stinks,
Right.
but I just want to thank you very much. You're very much appreciated,
Thank you. Thank you. Well,
and
thank you for calling
I
in.
really enjoy it. Yes, thanks.
All
Thank
righty.
you
Have a
very
good
much.
night.
You're nice to you too. Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you so much for calling in. The telephone line is open. We can take more calls. Anybody who wants to call in and talk about anything that's going on, this is an opportunity for you to do that. Share what's going on in your world. Share your healing journey. Uh, it's therapeutic. It is. I appreciate calls like that because it's difficult. It is a long healing journey, and there's bits and pieces of it that are never quite completely healed. It just transforms. You start to transform into understanding the toxicity of the world, right? I think that when we think in terms of healing from narcissistic abuse or toxicity, you have to understand that you'll heal from the past relationship, yes, but you are going to have the pressure, if you will, or the burden, if you will, of knowing that it's out there, of that toxicity. It's never going to quite go away. So we have to start to get used to the reality that that overwhelming sensation that there's toxicity in the world is not going to go anywhere. And you do need to look cautiously at any relationships going forward. And I think that's the biggest transformation coming out of narcissistic abuse is a lot of us want to go back to who we once were because we didn't really give a shit. We just kind of did whatever we wanted to do and hung out with whoever we wanted to hang out with, got together with whoever we wanted to get together with, and did whatever we did. And it seemed like it was a whole lot more fun. I don't think any of us really truly recognized a lot of the danger that we can oftentimes put ourselves in with strange people, strange places. And one of the changes, one of the transformations coming out of narcissistic abuse is suddenly your eyes are open to the strangeness of all places and the toxicity of all places. And it really puts a burden on you and it changes your life. Uh, that's just the reality of it. Got to be okay with that. You're live on the Royal We. That's just the reality of it. Got to be okay with that. You're live on the Royal We.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, my name is Danielle.
Hi, Danielle. How are you?
Good. Sorry, I had to pause my phone because I could hear echo.
We all heard it. I was listening to me. I was waiting for it to catch up, going, okay, she's going to hear you're live right now. There you go.
I just wanted to first thank you for your videos.
Thank you.
I actually, I had to flee from out of state due to domestic violence, and I came across your videos and my mouth dropped to the floor because I felt like your videos were literally almost like you were like a fly on the wall.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
telling my story.
Wow.
And so yeah. So anyway, I do have a protection order, but I do share a child with this person, which makes it very, 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 very difficult.
Yes. Yes.
And one of the things like I have questions about is how do I co-parent with somebody that is so controlling and manipulating and doesn't tell the truth and uses the child like almost like as a pawn in a game and continue to hurt you or hurt me.
Right.
And yeah.
Okay. Do you have any kind of a legal uh is there a legal mediation going on as far as watching the child who gets weekends or days, or is there anything like that, or are you guys just working it out amongst yourselves?
Right now there's like a temporary order. Um, so we're still in the process of divorcing. There hasn't been any finalizations on any of the child custody arrangements. So right
Okay.
now he has every other weekend. And then when he doesn't have weekend access, he has overnight during the week.
Okay. Okay. Well, this is going to be difficult because you're stricken with a lot of fear, just because you know how dangerous of a person that he is, especially now that you're fresh out of the relationship. And so it's going to be very difficult for you to look past that. You're going to automatically assume and believe that everything is about you and targeted towards you. And it could be. Narcissists can do that. When they're fresh out of a relationship, they typically try to bury the other person. They really do.
Hmm.
With false accusations, they'll tell all of their family and their friends what a horrible, mean,
Yeah,
ugly girl you are. So
yeah.
you just have to understand that this is going to happen. Become mentally prepared for that. You have a whole bunch of people here who are on your side, who will talk with you. Any of these people here, I'm sure they would in the chat, would talk with you. You go to the Royal We Facebook support group page. If you need to, write your comments, write what's going on, get advice. So you have a team of people to help you out. And I could say right away, the first thing to do, it would be already just to get mentally prepared for that type of a smear campaign. Be
Yeah.
able to be
Oh, yeah, that's happening.
Yeah, so be able to be strong through that. This is very
Hmm.
typical. So it's not just you. So if there's anything in the world I would love for you to walk away with, and if I could just wrap you around this, with this blanket of truth. Like, I just
Hmm.
want to imagine myself wrapping this blanket of truth around you. Okay? And that is that it is not personal against you. You
Hmm.
are nothing that this narcissist is saying that you are. It's not even
Hmm.
about you. The narcissist and is in a war in their own world, trying to make themselves look good, because they always struggle throughout their life, and they have to fight. They feel they have to fight and convince people that they're the best, they are awesome, and everybody's out to get them. So it's not against you personally. It's easy to look at this because you had an intimate relationship with him, and because you loved him, and because you believed he loved you. It's easy to take it personal, like he personally hates you, and you really are a bad mom, and you really are a bad person. You're all this stuff, and it's not. So wrap
Yeah.
yourself in that blanket of truth and understand that it's not about you. And if you can do that and say, and then just know he's going to say whatever he's going to say. He's going to say a lot of mean things, and I need to expect
Hmm.
it. Know who you are,
Yeah.
know your truth. When you go into get ready to do court and this and that, just know what you have to offer, know your facts, know your stability, know your job situation, know how you are going to take care of the child. And that's all you have to do. Don't get trapped in fighting with them and arguing with the narcissist. Do whatever you can to avoid them if possible. Right.
Hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
the
No,
best.
that's good.
That's the best I can give you in this. It really is.
Yeah.
I couldn't, you know, it's tough, but this is something where you just have to focus on yourself, knowing who you are, and forget about what the narcissist is going to say. Know that they're going to attack you, not because you really are the person that they're saying, but because they need to feel good about themselves, and that's it.
Hmm. No, that's good. Thank you.
All right.
All right.
All right. All right. We'll keep in touch. Okay.
Okay, will do. Thank you.
Bye. Yeah, that's a real tough situation. Sharing a child with a toxic narcissist that you're trying to get away from, I can imagine it's just going to be a tug of war, and the poor child is going to be the rope in the middle. That's bad. That's real bad. All right. Well, for those of you who are just now joining in or missed the beginning because of all the YouTube, the BooTube hoopla of idling the stream and this and that, I want to let you know that there are some new features you'll notice on the live stream. There is now Super Chat, and it was already done by Tanya. All you got to do is down below the chat, you'll see a little $sign. Click that $sign and put a super sticker up there, or send out me a highlighted message or a question. And for those of you who want to know how you can be supportive of the Royal We, that's one option right there. Just send a super chat. Jump on that. Jump on that. The other way is the paypal.me, and you can do that. I post that periodically. Every now and then I'll post it again. Paypal.me is a great way also to check out what's going on and be supportive of the Royal We. You're live on the Royal We.
Hi, Kevin.
Hey.
I guess I'm really struggling with. I'm hearing myself echo. Are you hearing me echo?
No, if you're hearing yourself echo, you're probably coming through your phone or computer, so you may want to turn the volume down.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Tanya. By the way, for the blue button, big blue button right there by Tanya. Thank you. All right, what's going on?
All right. Cool. Anyway, I'm still struggling. I guess you call them flashbacks.
Okay.
I mean, particularly with my in-laws, like my sister-in-laws and my father-in-law.
Right.
Basically, the whole story was there's a lot of triangulation going on.
Yeah.
My sister-in-laws was told stories to my wife about me, which are not true, being like, oh, why is your husband doing this or that? Why is he deciding this or that? Kind of looks kind of shady, doesn't it? Kind of paint me as a person who really doesn't have her best interest at heart, and kind of has this behind my back.
Okay.
So
this is your sister. This is your sister-in-law, right?
Yeah, who I've been in no contact for nearly 3 years now.
Right. Good.
Yeah, I've been following your YouTube videos religiously, and
yeah.
And I've been taking a lot of good wisdom from that, but still, I mean, I still struggle with the flashbacks, as in trying to make sense of the whole thing, and also having arguments or discussions with my father-in-law at his house.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
It makes sense he's a narcissist because, they're very territorial. You know what I mean?
How long have you been married for?
I've been married for 8.5 years now.
All right. Now, how often do you hang out with father-in-law and sisters-in-laws and all that stuff?
Well, for the past 3 years, never.
So then where are you experiencing the abuse from?
Well, I mean, 3 years ago, before going to no contact, I experienced the abuse, usually through in person at my father-in-law's home.
Okay.
He would just engage me in just worthless, ridiculous debates.
Right.
Yeah, debates over how I'm carrying on my Christian life or my church life, however he characterizes it, which is just legalistic.
Yes.
Yeah, if I'm not really conforming to his, legalistic lens, there's something wrong with me. He's like, I don't know, Mark, you need to read your Bible. You need to, you need to understand something. You need to count the cost and all that. It's just very condescending.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I experienced the same thing. All right. So for most people who know my story, my awakening was through siblings, my wife's siblings, in-laws. And it became super important. As a matter of fact, my timeline kind of mirrors yours. I moved from California to the Midwest 3 years ago. And I have not had contact with them in 3 years, almost identical to your story.
How about that?
I have also dealt with the remnants of the pain. Okay. And I think it's because we feel through false narratives like we have to have some kind of relationship with our wife's family. And if we don't, then we're failing. So the one thing I can share with you is that you are not called to be a part of her family. You never were. When you get married, you're called to become become a family. Period. End.
Uh-huh.
You're the man of your house. You're the man of the household. You and your wife are one. You make a brand new family. So the sooner you understand this and you sever the ties with your wife's side of the family, you understand that you don't owe them anything. You should be kind to them, but you don't owe them anything, and shut them out. Let your wife have the relationship that's naturally going to happen between them, as long as they're not hurting her or hurting your family. It's okay for you to bow out and not be a part of their relationship.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to know that, because my wife bowed out 3 years along with me too. You know, she.
They're good.
Yeah, so we're kind of unified in that way.
Perfect. Yeah, and that same with mine. Same with mine. Now, it did take my wife a while. You know, she didn't quite. You know, neither one of us were prepared for it. I think that narcissistic abuse, especially from siblings, especially if it's your first time married, how do you prepare for the reality that your family is going to become kind of very verbally abusive and challenging to the people you love the most? And again, this goes into that thing where we can't try to figure out what they're thinking. We can't. It's not going to work because they don't have our minds and we don't have theirs. All you can do is recognize what's taking place and say, okay, I see what's going on. You're challenging me. You have some kind of anger issues, some hatred issues, whatever, and you have to just move on. And you have to be the best that you can be the best husband you can be, the best father you can be, do the best to take care of your family, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for your wife, your kids, your family. You're not responsible for dad-in-law or sister-in-law. You'll never be responsible for them. Never. You know, and one day when you one day when you leave this place, we're all aging, right? And we're going to exit this world. And I don't know if you believe in God or not, but if you do, one day
I do.
Okay, you're going to stand before the throne and you're going to have to account for your life, and you're not going to be able to say, well, dad-in-law didn't like me and sister-in-law didn't like, and God's going to say, they're not here standing with you. I'm talking to you. What did you do? I called you to become a family, you to be a man, you to push aside everything that did not align with you and everything that tried to stand in your way. I called you to go around it, right? And so this is where you and this is where I am. So you've got to do your best to go around it. Don't long for it. Don't miss it. Again, break through the false narratives of having to get along with in-laws and this and that. It's all bogus. It's bogus. Hope that makes sense.
Absolutely. You know, they made that movie Meet the Parents for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. But yeah, thank you, Kevin, for sharing that.
Yep. Thank you for calling. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Yeah, right on. It's easy when I get questions about dealing with in-laws, man. I'll tell you what, I know all about that one. I see comments here. Thank you all for the super chats, man. That is huge. What a great night. Thank you all for the super chat. Super chat love, I guess. Thank you for that. That is incredible. It's so good to just see it work and to be able to offer that. As far as the merchandise goes, the merchandise shops will not be available until next weekend. So I've listed everything. I have a couple more pictures and things like that to put together for it, but you can expect to hear and see the links next Monday night. All right, that's a certainty. Next Monday night, possibly sooner this week. If you watch the organic Royal We video uploads, I will probably, as soon as the shop is ready this week, even I'll be announcing it, and I will put links on the new organic Royal We videos, so you can head on over there and check them out. I'm so excited about it. It is going to be great as far as, because it's not just Royal We shirts. It's all empowering. So you can expect to see a lot of empowering quotes on t-shirts that I think look good. Worked hard on them. These are quotes that some of them I've used, some of them I found, but all of it is very empowering. And I'm excited to get that out there. D says, Kevin, can you make the super chat icon blink and be more noticeable? I don't know how to do that. I'm new to super chat, so I'm not sure exactly how to use it. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. Pretty cool, though. Love it. I'll work on whatever I can do for y'all. Super exciting. Super exciting. All right. Well, listen, I want to thank everybody for being a part of Royal We Live Chat tonight. And be sure to watch out on the organic Royal We. I still have a lot of work to do on this particular channel as far as getting the notifications turned on. A lot of that has to do with me having the live stream pre-set up. Okay, so I need to do that. And anyways, next Monday night, hopefully I'll have it preset, and more people will be notified of the live chat. Also, every Saturday morning is Royal We Fellowship, and so be with us on Saturday morning for that. We're going strong with that. I'm very excited about the Royal We Fellowship and the direction that it's going. Hopefully, all of you who are part of Royal We Fellowship are enjoying that as well. By the way, the Royal We is all connected. So if you have any questions from the organic Royal We uploads or even from Royal We Fellowship, if you have questions for that, bring it here, because we could talk about it here. The live chat is kind of just a community center where we could talk about all the things that we're questioning as we're learning together. So keep that in mind for those of you who deal with Royal We Fellowship. For those of you who are there this next Saturday or any of the previous Saturdays, bring your questions here, and we'll be back. All right. Be sure to be sure to make sure your notifications are all on, and I'll see you this week over on the Organic Royal We channel for more uploads and some good stuff as far as healing goes and as far as understanding things go. And all right, I'll see you all next Monday night right here on Royal We Live Chat.